on to Williams-Brice Stadium, home of the South Carolina Gamecocks. As we'll see a squad from the ACC, the Miami Hurricanes, taking on a team that ranks in the top 5 in this conference, the South Carolina Gamecocks. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by a couple of legends, and yes, we do use that term loosely. David Pollack from the University of Georgia and former Gator Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get down to the field. And the Canes will kick it away first. Here he comes. This is a gamble. Gets it out to the 20, about 5 yards short of where he'd be if he'd just taken a knee in the end zone. Give to the running back. Oh, he's got some space. Inside the 30. He's at the touchdown, Gamecock. He broke away from the defense, and they couldn't catch him.
And these offensive coordinators tell you they want to start fast and they want to establish the run game. That is exactly what you did. First drive, you hand the football off, making the big explosive run, setting the tone for this football game.
And the extra point was good as they finished the drive. Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Offense bringing in the big boys. Heavy personnel. On the run, it's Powell. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. Let's take a minute and talk about Miami. It has been a season to forget, and honesty compels us to say changes are probably coming.
I'm not sure, but I think Reese Davis just fired a coach. Is that what I heard? I'm pretty sure that's what just happened. Listen, hasn't gone well. You've heard the outside noise, continuing to get louder and louder, haven't met expectations. And this is the business we live in college sports, when you get paid a lot of money to do a job and you don't perform.
Listen, at the end of the day in college football, it's results-oriented. They've lost football games this year, and so all signs right now pointing to them potentially making that change before next season. If they're going to stay competitive and they're going to field the best team and program possible heading into next year, then it looks as though a change is inevitable here.
Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. Finds a man in the middle. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks.
Well, after watching the other offense go down the field and score a touchdown, you know this guy's trying to lead his offense to do the exact same thing. That was a big third down. I know there's a lot of football left to play, but you're trying to establish confidence as early as possible. That last throw is really going to help out your team.
And the Hurricanes come to the line with a new set of downs. Tight end now in motion. Running back searching for a hole. Stop behind the line. He'll lose a yard.
I love when defensive backs come up and they are physical and they stick their face in the fan and they aren't scared. Talking to the defensive coordinator coming into this game, he knew his DBs had to tackle well. They had to get these running backs on the ground. Great start on this first drive.
Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Back to pass. And the quarterback runs out of time, and down he goes at the 38.
Yeah, and I like teams that are aggressive. When offenses go empty and spread you out, you only got so many guys to protect your quarterback, and the linebacker comes through and hammers the quarterback and gets the sack.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, no secret what he needs here. Caught over the middle. It's Washington. Now with a great opportunity as they pick up the first down. They've got it at the 40.
And it's on third downs like this. If you want to attack the middle of the field, you got to look for the tight end. Really nice route. Great job looking that football in. You can tell this quarterback really has a lot of confidence when he's in the pocket looking for the big fella, and they're able to hook up there.
Bought a little time, lets it go. Just gets rid of it to the running back underneath. Just what this offense was looking for. Sets him up at the 26 with the first down. Bunch formation for these receivers. Defense in press coverage. They'll move the wide receiver. Use the play fake, now to throw. Pass rush coming after the quarterback, and they get him at the 32.
And really kind of a Jekyll and Hyde opening drive for the defense in the game. They've given up some yards, and they've given up some big plays, but they've also got 2 sacks now already, so a little bit of back and forth. I think you're looking for a little bit more consistency from this defense now as the game develops.
Receiver wasn't ready for the throw, incomplete.
Well, I know that one falls incomplete, but as the head coach, you've got to still love what you've seen from your quarterback early in this game. He's been accurate, in a great rhythm. To start the game 4 for 5, that's pretty good.
9th play of the drive coming up, but this one will be tough. 3rd and long. They'll send the back in motion. On 3rd and long, a check down would be the last resort. Catch in the middle, it's Washington. And it is a good idea to gang tackle. First guy couldn't get him, second guy finally did.
It's really hard when you get in those predictable situations. Defenses are sitting on the sticks. Receivers have to understand where that first down marker is.
Got some room, headed to the goal line. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Canes! If you're able to move the ball on a drive like that, the most overrated stat in football would be field position.
Agreed, and I think confidence is big right now after that last drive. To be able to flip the field like that, not just do it, but go down and score a touchdown. Running and throwing. For this offense now moving forward in this game, that last drive is going to pay big dividends.
They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. And he's not going to take a knee. Here he comes. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. South Carolina offense is back on the field. After that last explosive running play, David, why not just try it again, right?
I mean, why?
There he goes. Past the 50. The 30. Past the 10. And he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, South Carolina. That trip to the end zone is 25th career touchdown.
He's been productive, just has a nose for the end zone. This dude's made big play after big play for his offenses, and that's 25 touchdowns, Palmer, on the ground for the big fella.
Pretty impressive, too, when you consider when you get close to that end zone, the defense is expecting run, they're loading the box, and still this guy's been able to find his way in. 25, it's a nice number.
It bounds through the back of the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. Here comes the offense back onto the field. Takes a handoff, and he's going right. Finds that crease, and he's got 4 out to the 29.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Ripping off a pretty good chunk of yardage. They've got it out to the 41 with a first down. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. Motion from the wideout. Wants to go up top on first down. Just a hair too much on it from this big-armed sophomore quarterback.
As a quarterback, this is going to be a very tough game. You're going up against one of the top 20 units in the entire country. They know who your primary target is. They're going to be keying on him just like they did that last time, forcing the incompletion.
Looking to fire. Immediately fires to the middle. Still running at the 40. Flying down the left side. Touchdown, Miami! He broke away from the defense and they couldn't catch him. When that receiver got free, it was all over.
And it's so nice to have a receiver like this as a quarterback because you pad my stats. I like those long touchdown passes where I just threw it really short and he did the rest of the work.
And he splits the uprights on the extra point. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And they cap things off with a touchdown pass from 59 yards out. All tied up and just about set to kick it away. He's going to take a chance from midway in his end zone. He stopped at the 23, a couple yards short of where he would have been with a touchback. South Carolina ready to go on the attack in another offensive odyssey. These two offenses have been outstanding in the early going, and that ramps up the pressure to put something on the board every time you touch it. The pitch to the left. They finally get a hold of him, knocking him down behind the line of scrimmage. He had been running wild.
That's how you come up and make plays as a defense, man. Playing physical, playing downhill. They've given up some plays today, man. He's got over 100 yards on the day.
It's picked off. 13th time he's done that this year. And with the interception, he'll take it all the way back. Touchdown, Hurricanes. This D gave them exactly what they needed, not only with a stop, but with a touchdown.
Yeah, and finding ways to impact the game early in the game, just make impact plays, right? The defense wants to create sacks, create turnovers. Great job creating the turnover and getting points off of it.
And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Power football with the run. Tackle is made at the 28 after a pickup of 3.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20 yard games just because of the body blow effect.
And just nowhere to go for that runner. He had no choice. That defense, they were bringing it up front. Everybody winning their one-on-ones, and they completely had him surrounded.
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Got out of trouble, got rid of it. Makes the grab. That's not quite going to be enough as they stop him 4 yards short of the marker.
Really nice job by the defense there. You're trying to force the quarterback to throw the football in front of you and allow your guys to square up and make a tackle out in space. You got to force the ball carrier to do something special after the catch. Not able to do it there, so really nice tactic by the defense.
So the offense is going to go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Finds him out of the backfield. Turning it on. Well, they just drained all the suspense out of the 4th down conversion, moving the chains easily. The definition of four-down territory has changed over the last few years. It extended into their own territory there.
Anywhere, everywhere. Just look at the card, right? That card's supposed to tell us what to do. But, maybe I'll go for it anyways. This offense took a little bit of a gamble, but they get the first down. Nothing to worry about.
Missed his receiver there. It's incomplete. He's already thrown one pick, and if he doesn't clean up some of this stuff, more will follow for sure.
More will follow, and probably going to the bullpen or getting another guy in here that can throw the football. It's stuff like that just drives you nuts because you're fading off your back foot. It's really, really hard to be accurate. So you got to hang in there. You got to understand that I got to stay still when I throw the football, hit those targets, and I definitely can't turn the football over.
Under fire. Rush coming in hot, and they got him at the 29.
This definitely isn't the start they drew up. I mean, you already throw a pick six, now you get sacked. Man, they're going to have to find a way to settle this quarterback down, get something going offensively. So far, not a lot of positives to point to.
We've reached the end of the quarter, and Miami is on top. Fireworks aplenty in this first quarter, and these two teams put up some numbers as we look at the stats. Will we see more offensive firepower on display, or will the defenses finally find their footing? We're ready to go here in the second. So they go back to work after the break, and it is third down. Off the play fake. He's going to run it. It's caught. He's brought down, but he's got him inside the 10. First and goal from the 8.
If you're going to be in the Heisman picture, you got to make plays week in, week out at receiver, and that's what he does. He's a good route runner. He's reliable, and he's got speed to take it to the house. Top 5 in the nation right now in receiving yards.
They'll try to get it in with the run. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Well, this guy's been an animal all game long. He's had tons of success running the football. The defense had to do something to stop him. Give the D-line and that front seven tons of credit for being really physical there, getting the TFL.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. Wants to go up top. Trying to find the end zone. That completion will take it inside the 4, and the offense is threatening.
Well, short completion, setting up third down now. Who is your best playmaker that you can target in this area of the field?
They worked it down to the 4-yard line, but now it's third and goal. Looking to get it in. And they've got him down after the short completion, but they inch closer and closer to pay dirt. They'd hoped to be able to pick up enough after the catch, but a good stop leaves them with a 4th and short.
Really good job by the defense being physical, understanding the situation in the game. The ball's going to come out quick. You know that. Go make the tackle, force the 4th down.
Trying to surge it in. They stop him short of the marker, and they'll turn it over on downs.
Nice job by the defense on 4th down, bowing up, getting physical, stopping the run, shutting down that 4th down play. Really good job by this defense.
Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. They've been firing on all cylinders, touchdowns on each of the first 2 drives, and they'll try to make it 3 for 3.
Let's see if this offense can answer the bell. Their coaches challenged them all week long. When they got down to the red zone, we've got to be able to run the football because we're going up against a top 10 rushing defense. Let's see if they can step up here and get it done.
Wants to fire on second down. Just a little off. Incomplete. It'll be third and long. From the gun, wants to pass. And they can't make the play on third down.
Great job by this defense. They started the drive with the offense backed up, in the shadow of their own end zone. Nice job being aggressive, keeping them there, and now they're going to have a chance to flip the field and really give their offense good field position.
He'll field the punt and look for room. Returns like that are why you don't settle for the fair catch if you don't have to. Picks up just a little bit of yards to help out the Oaks. And And the South Carolina offense is back on the field. A really disappointing end to that last drive, David. Getting stopped on 4th and goal, they'll try to regroup.
And I think I'm preaching to my squad right now. Listen, we drove the ball down the field. We didn't just punch it in. Let's put another drive together, Jesse, and this time, let's get some points.
You're right, because there were a lot of positives on that last drive. They did a lot of things really well. They just got to do a better job finishing.
Going to swing it on 2nd down. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down.
Man, it's easy to play defense when you can do this. When you can get to the quarterback quick and make him make a decision quick, it makes it easier for the secondary, for the linebackers, for everybody on the field.
Throws toward the end zone. Touchdown, Gamecocks! They went for the big play, and boy, did it ever pay off.
This offense is so good. Man, they can hurt you in so many different ways, and they do it so quick, so explosive. They can put small drives together, big drives together. They've really had a great year, and that's why they're a top 10 offense.
They're set to kick it off. You think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, and hoping for better fortune this time around. Makes a stop in the backfield. He'll lose 4.
And this guy has been a dominant force early in this game. We're still in the first half. He already has a sack. He gets a tackle for loss there. He's playing so well with his eyes right now. He's reading his keys, and he's letting his God-given ability put him in the backfield to make these plays.
2nd down, he'll throw it. Got it behind the line. It's Powell. He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one.
You know, that's one as a quarterback. When you see all those defenders around your intended target like that, just throw it in the ground or throw it away. I mean, that's a completion that loses yards. You're just hurting your offense.
You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. Soft spot in the middle. He'll be stopped short of the line to gain. Needed about 3 more on that one. On 4th down, looking for the completion. Sends it downfield. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover.
And he can fill up the hand now with that pick, man. That's number 5 on the season, consistently making plays for his defense. Always a guy where we're going to be calling his name over and over again.
And he'll pick up 1. It brings up 2nd and 9.
And you want to run the football. That's okay. You'll take some of these. But if they start to add up down the road, obviously, you might want to think about airing it out a little bit.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. On the option. The give to the back. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
Really good job by this defense, understanding responsibility football, playing the first option, playing the second option. There was absolutely nowhere to go. Nice job being dialed in exactly where the ball was going and how to get him to the ground.
We'll take a quick break as we have reached the final 2 minutes of the first half. Now facing a 3rd and long. Here's the snap, ready to cut one loose. Oh, he makes the catch. They convert on 3rd down as he gets it to the 46-yard line. They built this offense around finding mismatches and just get the ball in the back and let him do his thing.
Yeah, it didn't have to be long down the field. Like it threw it right near the line of scrimmage, but you know I got a guy, when he gets in space, he can make big plays happen. Nice decision by the QB.
Swings it out to the flat. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. They'll try to kick it into overdrive. Clock's running. Second down coming. Using the quick game. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
The defense uses their second timeout of the half as they try to get their act together. And the Gamecocks come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to convert here. They'll stick to the ground, looking for the marker. Now well within striking distance as that 3rd down play gets them a first at the 29.
This offense has to get this guy the ball in as many ways as possible. He showed you all of his tools on that last play.
The Gamecocks will line it up on 1st and 10. To the ground. He's got it again. Breaks into the open. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down.
Well, right away after picking up the first down, they go right back to their playmaker at running back. And I love the push they got up front, getting a hat on a hat, opening a huge hole for the back.
And you become so hard to defend when you can run the football successfully on first down. You're starting like that. Now what opens up? Play action. Now you're making me play pass and run. This offense, if they can create that run physicality, now it opens up everything else.
Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. The give to the tailback. And he'll finish the run in the end zone. Touchdown, Gamecocks.
And the offense breaks the tie, takes the lead, gains some momentum. How big is this, Palmer, now going into the half with the lead, with the momentum?
Well, they break the tie, but they also break their confidence a little bit now. The opponent now has to go into the locker room probably down, and they're wondering, what adjustments do we have to make? What do we have to fix? Because we've got our work cut out for us in this game.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. They'll get a chance to work on that hurry-up offense here in the final minute of the first half. They'll crank up this drive with the pass. Throws to the wideout. Wide open downfield. Found a bunch of room and got it to the 44-yard line.
Well, Reese, you and I were talking about this before the game. How is this defense going to be able to deal with all the speed they have offensively? You saw them just rip off a big play.
And, Jesse, now their head's spinning just a little bit. Give up a big chunk play, and it's right back at them. Off-play action on first down. Fires to the wideout. On target to the left. Gets it all the way inside the 20-yard line to the 19 before being hauled down. And after that pitch and catch, he's already over 200 yards, and we're in the first half, Jesse.
Man, Reese, he's dialed in right now. He's really doing a nice job seeing the field, reading coverages, and finding his open guy.
He snares it in the end zone. Touchdown, Canes.
Great job of execution in the passing game. QB and his target on the exact same page. The extra point now is going to tie this thing up. And they've got some real momentum here heading in at halftime.
And he tacked on the extra point. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. Oh, look at Mr. Hands taking the squibber inside the 30. They make the stop on the return, and that is priority one. You don't want some big return to give up a cheap touchdown on the final play of the half. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update. And the Gamecocks will line up to kick off and start the second half. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. First drive of the second half, always fun to watch. You see what type of tweaks were made at the half, especially when you're locked up in a ball game like this one.
Yeah, and it's been a good game. I mean...
Oh, he's got some space.
It's a nice job running the in route there by the receiver, and the best thing he did after he made his break, he didn't trail and fade away. He actually attacked the football. That's a good lesson for young receivers out there watching.
Wide receiver going in motion. They'll run it from the gun. And I think they'll give him 2 on that one, 2nd and 8 coming up.
And I think this has probably been the most surprising thing of this game so far. This guy's one of the best running backs in the entire country. They just can't get him going. He's never been able to get into a rhythm. You got to give the defense so much credit because they have been able to shut this guy down, and they got to keep that up here in the second half.
Man, this sophomore quarterback unleashed a cannon on that one.
They say tight ends are a quarterback's best friend in the pass game because think about it. The tight end's the guy lined up closest to the quarterback, which means generally those are the easiest throws a quarterback has. You saw it on that play.
The give out of the gun. Got the first down and more. Touchdown, Miami! And that one will give them the lead. There's a reason they call this dude a big playmaker. Moments just like that one.
Big-time playmaker. Can make plays all over the field from all different spots. That's why you got to find ways to give him touches as much as possible because he'll make it happen.
And the extra point splits the uprights. They're up 35-28. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Interesting matchup this week in the Mountain West, and it sure is playing out that way. UCF is trailing right now, but I'm not ready to say this team is out of it. Not after the way this group has rallied around that coach. It really has been something to watch. It's a touchdown game. They're trailing by 7 to Boise State. The Mountain West likes to keep things interesting, and we'll circle back if anything big happens. Gentlemen?
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. South Carolina ready to go on the attack in another offensive odyssey. They were able to do whatever they wanted the last time they had it. They put together some runs, they completed some passes, and they put a touchdown on the board. This offense is feeling itself right now, and momentum's coming along with them. The give to the left. And he was greeted by a host of defenders and barely gets it back to the line of scrimmage. The Gamecocks will hustle to the line. Slams into the pile. He'll get 1 to the 17.
Another tough run for this offense, and I think a big reason why they're down on the scoreboard right now is they just haven't been able to get this guy going. They've tried to give him the ball a lot. It just hasn't paid off, but you get the feeling, too, if they are going to crawl back in this one, they need him to break one off, and it just takes one play for this guy. Don't be impatient. You got to keep giving him the football.
On third down, he drops the throw. Gets it out fast. They stay aggressive and push their way out to the 33, and it's first down.
And he's been the go-to guy all year long. Like, he's in the top 5 in all of college football in receiving yards for a reason. They're going to find him because he's always open, making plays. This dude has been unbelievable. He's being mentioned in the Heisman conversation. That is really hard to do as a wide receiver, so that shows you what kind of special year this young man's having.
Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. Back to pass. Oh, they're after him. It's complete on the right side. Wrestled down at the 43 after getting 5.
Well, it's important in this game, this offense gets the running back involved out in the perimeter in space where he can do some damage. That time they got it to him throwing the football. He picked up a couple of yards, but it gives the defense something to think about.
They'll run the option. Now the pitch. There he goes. this option will do to you. They got the pitch man free, and he was off to the races.
Really nice read that time by the quarterback in the option. He had the ball out in the perimeter. He saw his pitch guy open. Nobody accounting for him. So you flip it to him quickly. Nice, accurate pitch out in front of him. Easy catch. And then he's able to do the rest. Look at the speed that time on the perimeter by the pitch man, picking up a massive gain for this offense.
On the option. To the ground with the back. Touchdown, South Carolina! And they add 6 more on the board with that trip to the house.
And I love how this offensive coordinator uses all of his playmakers and all of the speed. This is a guy that we've seen hurt defenses before catching the football, but you can get him involved in the running game as well with the option play. Get him on the perimeter. He's the pitch man. Nobody accounting for him. It's an easy walk-in score for the offense.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. Their lead is gone, and they'll try to grab it back on this drive. Oh, he just handled it poorly, and it's a fumble. Defense covering it up and not letting the offense get it back. It's a turnover.
As a defender, you love the big hits. And you know what the cherry on the sundae is? When you get the big hit and force the fumble.
Couldn't ask for better starting field position for this offense. The give to the back. Not a whole lot of room as he gets a couple inside the 30 to the 29.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground, take away that run game, make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
Second down, they'll go to the air. He'll pull it down and run. He gets the job done, picking up the first down, then getting down.
He does a good job of dropping back, going through his progressions. Nothing there. What do? Go get some yardage. Make it positive. Don't sit back in the pocket and force something into a bad situation or take a sack. Great job making something out of nothing.
Snags it over the middle. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Gamecocks. Nice catch and good work afterwards to get it into the end zone. He has been surgical. Precision passes, using the scalpel, the fine instrument, rather than the blunt one.
And the defense has had absolutely no answer for it. Just, he's been down their throats all game long, a step ahead, understanding what he's seeing, and just destroying this defense.
The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. They'll run it on the counter. Defense in the right spot. They stop him after a gain of 2 to the 28.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
Second down, they'll go to the air. Flips it out on the screen. Not a whole lot of room there on that screen pass as it just never developed.
Again, this is a running back that can hurt you running it between the tackles, and he's dangerous out in space. They like to throw it to him out on the perimeter as he picks up a couple of yards there.
They'll snap it from the gun on third down. Hit as he throws. And the defense getting a hand in there on third down.
Well, in the first half, this offense was up and down the field. It seemed like everything they were dialing up was working. And here we are in the third quarter, and there's a very rare incompletion on their own end of the field. Maybe that's the play the defense needs now to spark some momentum.
Well, the offense is taking a chance here, staying on the field inside its own 40. This time it's complete. And he's got enough for the first down, and it'll be at the 35.
And that's a play the defense has got to be able to make, guys, right there on fourth down. You're in the third quarter, second half. You're playing at home, and it's a close game. You've got a huge opportunity to seize momentum. And you just get the feeling that that momentum is going to be a big factor here in the second half. Someone had to step up and make a play, and they just couldn't.
Oh, it's picked off. What a bad time for a mistake like that. He's brought down. A short return, but the defense comes out on top with a pick.
And he makes a play in the back end. Nice job reading the pass, and that's his second of the season. This guy, unbelievable job seeing the quarterback, breaking on the quarterback, and going and getting that big play.
Off the play fake on first down. The sweet feet keeping the play alive. Complete to the right. Across the 50 and down and out of bounds at the 44. A good pickup on that one.
And this quarterback wasn't thinking about taking off and running with that one. He was outside the pocket, but he kept his eyes down the field. He kept reading the coverage. He was surveying to find an open target. Accurate throw, and they get the first down.
They'll try the run. Turning it on.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
And the Gamecocks in a good spot here with second and short. Now on the option. Quick toss. Open space at the 25. Touchdown Gamecocks. Excellent pass by the back on the option.
And the big play starts with the quarterback making the right decision, getting the defense to come to him, pitching the football, and Jesse, the running back, catches it and does the rest.
He does, and he also had good blocking downfield, too. Some of those receivers outside helping him out, but, man, with his speed when he's on the perimeter, the options executed that well. It is virtually impossible to stop.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Motion from the wide receiver. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Pressure coming. Trying to make magic with his feet. And he gets out of there and gets some yardage and gets down without taking any punishment. We've reached the break. It's South Carolina holding the lead. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. One more period to go, and we'll see just how much fight they've got left in them. They go back to work in the final period of this one. They'll move the tight end. Wide receiver comes in motion. Wants to throw on first down. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down. Second down coming.
What a hit by the defender. That's a good throw, and that was going to be caught, but how about the defender dislodging the football from its intended target? Nice job.
Right back to the air on 2nd and 10. Can't make the connection, and the defense putting on the heat and forcing the incompletion.
And this is a tough time for this offense because you're in passing mode. You're in comeback mode, and what is that? The defense knows that. Like, they're pinning their ears back. They're coming after the quarterback, and you've already struggled protecting your guy today and creating those explosive plays. This offense is going to have to buckle up and really protect their guy up front.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. He's missed 3 in a row now with that last incompletion.
It's so nice when you know it's 3rd and long, you know a pass is coming, you worked on it all week, get your feet set at the sticks, understand that quarterback's got to be rushed, get him off of his spot. Nice execution by this defense.
On 4th down, trying to find his man. And he throws another interception, his 3rd of the night. Knocked down at the 43-yard line, and the interception has him set up in plus territory.
And that's a really good job by the defense, understanding the situation of football. It's fourth down. It's late in the game. You got a multi-possession lead. Take away all the deep stuff. Make them force the football into coverage. They do, and they stamp this game.
And the South Carolina offense is back on the field. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute.
Yeah, and it's just maintaining the lead. Keep doing what you've been doing. You got a big lead. Let's just keep piling it on until they find an answer.
It's complete to the left. And they knocked him down, but he got past the line to gain.
You see a lot of offenses late in the football game with a lead get conservative. I like they didn't. Like, they trusted the passing game. You're going to get looks that you know what they are. Defense has to be aggressive. You know, they have to be aggressive because they're down. They've got to get to the quarterback. They've got to get stops. Nice job throwing the football there.
What a tackle in the backfield. He'll lose 6 on the play.
And that just looked off. The timing, the rhythm, I don't know what it was, but usually that option, man, it's so precise, right? Like, really quickly making a read, and you could tell they weren't on the same page. It went absolutely nowhere. Defense won that round.
Here's the handoff. Breaks into the open. And they swarm him under.
These are the ones in the stands where you get booed if it doesn't work. Why would you run the ball in 2nd and long? You stink, OC. Or you get the big applause and you're like, yes, nice job. Keeping the manageable 3rd down situation. Good call. So tough spot to be in 2nd and long. Nice answer, nice run by the running back.
Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. The Gamecocks are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. Here we go. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. And he needed 1 yard, and he didn't get it. The defense won the battle up front.
Well, the defense got the stop there on 3rd and 1. Let's see if they can do it again here on 4th and inches, David.
I just got to find a way to fall forward, be physical. We work on this all week. You know you're going for it on 4th down.
And the Gamecocks will try to pick it up on 4th down. Big tight end makes the grab. It's a 1st down. They make the stop, and he'll have enough yardage for a 1st down.
Fourth down, same as 1st, same as 2nd, same as 3rd for this offense. Going for it in a big-time moment. Get the big 1st down. This game, you're running out of time defensively. You're going to have to find a way to get a stop, even if it takes 4 downs.
He spun that wheel of fortune by challenging the call, and it does not go his way, and he loses the timeout. South Carolina ready to go on the attack in another offensive odyssey. He'll start this drive firing. A little floater there that falls incomplete.
A good job by this defense. Great job in the secondary. Eyes on the quarterback. They took away the first option, made him go to option 2, made him go through his progression, and then they got time to get home and get a hit on the quarterback.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. The option look. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time offensively. The defense coming up with a huge negative play.
Brought down just outside the red zone. He moves the chains. It's at the 22. The Gamecocks getting set on 1st and 10. Try to get the edge with a quick touch pass. And a good solid pickup before the defense cuts him down.
That's a really good job by the defense reacting to what they see. They see the quarterback flip it forward on the touch pass. Now got to go get it, right? Corral that football. He picked up some yards, yeah, but you didn't give up that big explosive play, and now you have to make them earn it now on the next down.
Steps away to find some room. Caught near the sticks. It's Hatchett. He's out of bounds, but not before picking up enough for the first down.
This offense is not letting up, guys. They've got a lead here late, and they are still taking shots. They're still looking for explosive plays. This defense just has not had an answer here all game long.
The offense calls timeout. It's the second one they've used this half. And the Gamecocks are moving quickly down the field. Firing to the right, complete. He found some running room, but needed just a few inches more to put it in the end zone.
I love an offense that wants to stay aggressive. Even when you've got the lead late in a game like this, right, you still try to find your playmakers and get them the ball in space, and that is exactly what this offense is doing.
Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. Boy, if that first down play was any indication, they might walk this thing in on 2nd and goal. They'll run it. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, South Carolina. That one puts them in really good shape to get back on the right track and get another W.
When you've got a losing skid, there's nothing like some good old home cooking. They came back home, and they have played an outstanding game. And let's give this crowd a helmet sticker. They've been so loud. You know they've impacted this game, and that's the beauty of college football, helping their team get back in the win column.
Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. This thing has sort of gotten away the last couple of possessions. They've been a little too generous, David.
Yeah, like a non-profit, man, like a charity, giving the football away too much. Got to take care of the football, Jesse. Otherwise, you got no shot to win this football game.
You're right, man. At this level of college football, it doesn't matter how talented you are. It doesn't matter who you're playing. If you're sloppy and you put the football on the ground or you throw picks, you're going to find yourself behind on the scoreboard.
2 minutes now left in this one, and time is running short if they want to find a way to pull this one out. 2nd down coming up. Looking to fire. Throws for the tight end. Working the middle. All down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down.
Nice catch by the big target. Those big tight ends, you could tell in football, are just becoming more and more of a weapon on every single team.
They'll move the wide receiver. Coming out on 1st down with the play fake. The sweet feet buy a little time. And he's left with no option. He just threw it away. Guys, let's look big picture Miami. He's been under pressure all season, and they really haven't done much to turn down that heat. And it's just hard to imagine that this guy will be back leading this program next year.
Yeah, and you want to see him finish strong, and I think Coach needs to finish strong. All the negativity swirling around the program, obviously, you hear it. It's a part of it. The kids hear it, but finishing strong would kind of ease some of that for Palmer. It's the body of work. Everything he did this season is going to be taken into account. And it's going to be tough, I think, for him to keep his job.
It's a combination of wins and losses this year, but it's also about who's out there. There's some good big-time candidates, some good coaches that could come in. We know they've got the money to spend. It just seems like they're going to make a change.
Going to look downfield again. Another incompletion on 3rd down.
And this defense has put a game together. Like, it is hard to put all the facets of defense together. Run defense, pass defense. They've been so good, man. Dialed in. You could tell they were ready. They were fast. They were physical. They dominated this football game today.
On 4th down, they'll throw for it. Couldn't find his man, and they'll give up the football on downs.
And I get it. That's for pride's sake. This game's over. Like, I know you're down and you try to mount drives, and sometimes you even try to get young guys in the game at this point. But now you're just fighting for pride and just letting them try not to get any more points in the scoreboard.
Smart move to keep it on the ground.
And the defense is still fighting. They haven't had the day that they dreamed of. But, you know, talking to the coaches coming to the game, like they thought they had a good plan. They'd be ready to attack and limit some of the damage this offense has done. They haven't done it today, though. They got to go back to the drawing board, figure some things out, because this wasn't a great day.
Linebackers trying to create some confusion. Oh, he's got some space. And he is brought down, but what a move he put on that first defender.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. They'll give it to the back. Not much working there. It'll be 2nd and 9.
Really nice job stopping the run, but the problem is you have 0 timeouts left. You cannot stop the clock right now if you're the defense, so this has got to be excruciating for them. They know the offense is just going to take their time before they snap the ball.
Leaves it with the running back. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line?